If you want to increase your confidence as a man, then you must get to the core of what makes a man confident. On the most primal level, there are only 3 things that make a man confident: his ability to 1. Protect, 2. Provide, 3. Procreate. That's it. If you can meet these 3 criteria, then you have successfully done everything required to feel massive levels of confidence. Any tactic that I share with you will stem from these 3 facets of masculinity. Your primal brain, which to a large extent determines your confidence, only cares about your ability to physically protect yourself, successfully provide for yourself and your offspring, and find someone with whom you can mate. However, these things take time. Building a powerful body capable of dealing with and sustaining damage takes time. Finding a satisfying career that pays handsomely and confirms your ability to provide takes time. And finding the right life partner who can fulfill your biological prerogative to mate takes time. And you are probably looking for ways that you can increase your confidence now, not 20 years from now. So with this ultimate framework in mind, here are 6 proven methods for increasing your confidence. 1. Stand with your shoulders back and master your state. The first and possibly most underrated confidence hack is to master your state and posture. I know this might sound silly or woo-woo, but there is a significant amount of scientific evidence to back this tactic up. Studies have shown that people practicing good posture feel more confident in their own ability and more certain of positive outcomes. In fact, a study conducted by researchers at Columbia and Harvard University found that sitting or standing in a power position for only 2 minutes can increase your testosterone levels by more than 20%. But that's not all. Researchers also noticed a significant decrease in the amount of cortisol present in test subjects, indicating that proper posture can actually reduce stress and anxiety surrounding specific tasks. And these results were recorded after only 2 minutes. Imagine how you would feel about yourself if holding your head high, keeping your shoulders back and your spine straight was simply a way of life. I can tell you from personal experience, you feel pretty damn amazing. Set a 2-minute timer, stand up, shake your body out, and put your hands out to the side like an eagle in flight. Pound your chest, pull your shoulders back, and smile. How do you feel now? If you actually took the time to complete the exercise, then I have no doubt that you are already experiencing greater levels of confidence. This tactic is simple and easily applicable to everyday life. Use this tactic before sales calls, dates, and any other important events to give your body a quick surge of testosterone and your psyche a quick confidence boost. 2. Exercise on a regular basis. As we've already established, true lasting confidence is the result of core competence, not just quick tricks and easy fixes. And one of the most important areas of competence is your physical fitness. On the most primal level, developing a strong and agile body is essential for survival, and your 10,000-year-old brain knows this. Your brain is constantly on the lookout for potential threats to your survival and safety. And when your body is weak and incapable of dealing or delivering damage, your brain knows this and encourages you to play it safe. In other words, being weak makes you less confident. This should seem like a no-brainer, but in our overly PC culture, facts like these aren't always welcomed with open arms. Studies have shown a strong correlation between regular exercise and high levels of self-esteem, confidence, and general satisfaction with life. And it makes sense. When you regularly train your body, eat good foods, and take the time to properly recover, your neurotransmitters will be optimized for happiness and esteem. You will literally make yourself happier. As you become stronger, more muscular, and more capable of handling demanding situations, you will become more certain of yourself and more confident in your ability to overcome adversity. Luckily, this doesn't have to be too difficult. For new lifters, a 3-day full-body resistance training regimen is the ideal way to pack on as much muscle as possible as quickly as possible. 3. Appearances do matter, so act like it. Did you know that 58% of all CEOs in America are 6 feet or taller? But the average height for a male in the US is only 5 feet 9 inches. Did you know that statistically speaking, when a woman gains more than 60 pounds of unwanted weight, her wages will drop by more than 9%? Did you know that several studies have shown an inextricable link between the clothes that you wear and your self-reported levels of confidence and self-esteem? I know that none of these things sound fair. They aren't nice to point out. You can't control your height. Women shouldn't be paid less because they weigh more. And the clothes that you can afford shouldn't have much bearing on your financial and personal success. Unfortunately, they do. But instead of bitching, moaning, and whining about how unfair the world is, we must work within the confines of reality in order to achieve our biggest dreams. In this case, That means taking pride in your appearance and optimizing the looks your mama gave you. Simply getting your clothes tailored, showering every morning, following a simple skincare routine, and dressing in more professional attire are all that you need to instantly feel more confident about who you are and how the world sees you. 4. Go on a social media fast to beat the comparison trap at its own game. One of the biggest reasons that men are unconfident today is because of comparison. Everything in our lives has become about the comparison. We compare our looks to the fitness models on Instagram. We compare our bank accounts to entrepreneurial veterans showing off their latest toys. We compare our love lives with guys like Dan Bilzerian who are surrounded by paid models. We compare everything that we have to what someone else has. And social media is at the heart of this disease. Studies have shown that chronic social media usage can lead to depression, jealousy and bitterness, lower levels of mental well-being, feelings of inadequacy, and isolation. Trust me, I know lots of those guys personally. What social media doesn't show you is the work that it took to achieve the lifestyle that's being shown off. It doesn't show the rejections those men went through before they became social powerhouses. It doesn't show the late nights or hustling by themselves. It doesn't show the hours in the gym or the meticulous meal prepping. It doesn't show the blood, sweat, and tears required to get to the level where they are. So what's the solution? Simple. Get off of social media entirely. Use it for business if you must, but deactivate your personal accounts. Turn off notifications and delete the apps from your phone. Do it right now. Social media isn't helping you stay connected with your friends. It's keeping you depressed, isolated, and feeling like you aren't good enough. If you're struggling to feel and act confident, then social media must go. 5. Affirm your awesomeness. I know that affirmations sound like a steaming load of new age bull crap, but they aren't. In fact, psychologists and neuroscientists have conducted several studies using MRIs and other brain imaging technology that has shown a significant benefit to positive self-talk. Affirmations literally rewire your brain to be more future-oriented and optimistic. If you do them right, whether you realize it or not, you are already using affirmations each and every day, whether verbally or non-verbally. Everyone has an inner voice providing dry, witty commentary on their daily lives. The only question is, what is that voice saying? If you are suffering from low levels of confidence and self-esteem, then I can all but promise that your self-talk is probably riddled with negative loops, pessimistic sayings, and general BS. If you have high levels of esteem and confidence, then I can all but promise you that the way you talk to yourself sounds similar to the way you'd talk to a treasured friend. Over the next few weeks, I want to challenge you to rewrite and consciously select the affirmations you repeat over your life. Eradicate the negative self-talk and replace it with uplifting sayings that set you up for success. I like to spend 5 to 10 minutes every morning repeating a small handful of affirmations to myself while I shower. A few of my favorites are, I've got this. Life is happening for me, not to me. I am filled with unlimited potential. I can achieve anything that I truly desire. Every day I become stronger, smarter, and better. You can even create goal-oriented affirmations to help you focus on specific monetary, physical, or relational goals. 6. Overcome your fears by starting small and scaling up. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your confidence account will not go from $0 to $1 million overnight. However, with a little bit of intentionality, you can dramatically increase the balance of your confidence account very quickly. How? By overcoming your fears in a linear fashion. We all have things that we are afraid of. Whether it's writing public blog posts for all to see, being honest about our opinions and beliefs, starting a business, talking to beautiful women, or suffering some sort of public embarrassment. We all have fears, and the quickest way to increase your confidence and overcome these fears is to find the smallest first step and take it. Here's what I mean. If you have crippling social anxiety and you want to become the next Casanova, it's not going to happen overnight. You won't magically go up to the hottest girl at the bar and just sweep her off her feet. If you try that, you'll choke on your words, sweat profusely, and make a total fool of yourself. Instead, you need to gradually build up to these big fears. In the example above, instead of approaching a total stranger at the bar, go buy a coffee and ask the cute barista at Starbucks how her day was. Once you've done that, go to a local meetup and introduce yourself to one attractive person. From there, you can try taking a single salsa class downtown. Then try your first cold approach at a bookstore or coffee shop. Then start going out with your socially savvy friends. And then you will be ready to start going up to the most beautiful woman at the club. By slowly exposing yourself to the things you fear, you will develop unshakable confidence and become someone capable of crushing any goal that you set. Take whatever you are scared of, break it down into the smallest possible part, and then take action.